All right, so here is a look at lesson 2 that we did in class on Thursday, December 10th. We're going to start with our opening learning targets, read chapter 21. There's another theme discussion. We're going to take a look at the close read. We just did a couple questions together. And then the assignment is to do just vocab assignment for chapter 21 and look for missing work in Canvas that can be done before Friday, December 18th. So let's go ahead and look at the opening. In the previous lesson, you read parts of chapter 18 and 20 in 2 rows in order to distinguish topics in the novel from emerging themes. Using evidence from the text, you supported those emerging themes. In this lesson, you'll continue to analyze the text to determine how Cal responds to change and determine emerging themes related to the topic of identity. It says, pay close attention to how this lesson addresses the module guiding questions. Reminder that our module guiding questions are: why were American Indian boarding schools first established? What kind of experiences did students have in American Indian boarding schools? How did these experiences impact students? What factors influence our identities? Our learning targets for today: analyze how Cal responds and changes due to the events in chapter 21, determine possible themes in 2 rows, analyze Cal's point of view in chapter 21 and how it's developed by the author. So we have a couple of discussion prompts here. What is the difference between race and ethnicity? And then they gave us a resource to help us with this discussion, where we see that race refers to physical differences that groups and cultures consider socially significant, while ethnicity refers to shared culture, such as language, ancestry, practices, and beliefs. So race focuses more on physical differences, while ethnicity refers to a shared culture. We also discussed how Cal responded to his first week at Shillelagh, that he felt a bit more comfortable, a little less unsure of himself, but grateful for the friends that he has made with the Creek Gang. Then we moved into reading chapter 21, which is called, in the book, it was on page 217, called Expecting Indians. And you're going to have a gist vocab assignment for chapter 21. The vocab words we have are envisioned, allotment, reticent, glinted, and abolished. After reading the chapter, we then looked at theme again, and we have a list of possible themes here. So we discussed which themes listed here could apply to chapter 21 and what evidence from the chapter would support it. So we talked about how there can be more than one theme. You can come up with even additional themes than what's listed here. As long as it can be supported by the text, it works. So we said that respect all you encounter would work, as that's how Cal lives his life and how he behaves. That's definitely something that Pop instilled in him, a respect for everyone and everything. And so we see that in chapter 21. We also said that down here where it says identities are complicated and conflicting, and tensions may exist between our different identities. We definitely saw that tensions existed between the different groups at Shillelagh. In this chapter, we saw the full-bloods that were different than the group of students that were half-bloods. That's not what they called them. I don't remember how they referred to Cal, who has his dad full-blood and then his mom a different culture. And then they had the students that were more whites and then the students that were darker, and that there was definitely tension among those different groups within Shillelagh. We also said that our peers, our school, our families, and our experiences can affirm or threaten our identities, could also be proven through evidence in chapter 21, where we saw how many of the students were sent there so that they could learn more about their identity and their culture. There is also a note catcher here and a great